What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley. Welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. I've actually gone ahead and made a channel update on my page. You can go check that out now. It's on the featured. I have decided that I have been a lot biased on my readings, and I needed to implicate a structure, a system in which I could read things unbiasedly. So from now until forever, or until I feel like I can do this on my own, I have set up a structure in which I have cards that have each star sign on, and I pull the card without knowing who it is. It's folded, and then I ask my cards for that star's sign, because the tarot knows and I don't. So you will already know, because you already know who it is, because the title will say it. Just presently at this moment I do not, but that is why I will not be saying who the videos are for anymore, and I'm going to continue with it and just say this once in every video just so everybody knows, and then for the rest of them it'll just be in the title. So, these are general messages only, which means take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. If you would like to book a personal reading with me where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information that you need on how to contact me in the description box down below. So, let's get right on to it. In the basis, we have the Empress. It represents an Aries or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth-signed queen. Doesn't have to be a queen, but she is definitely an empress. She is somebody that's very nurturing, very creative, artistic, very passionate. She's a muse. She is somebody that loves creativity. She is a good mother. In the basis, this is fostering that creativity, fostering that abundance, and she can sometimes be pregnancy, but I'm not going to read that for this one. I don't. There's a slight situation in which some of you might want that, but I don't feel like that is going to be for everybody. And I say that because the desires, the Nine of Pentacles is sometimes depicted as pregnant, but she is more or less just somebody that is, she's a badass bitch. She understands how to do things, and she'd be okay doing things alone. But she has friends, so she's not alone, but she has prosperity in the form of abundance and physical money, and she knows how to tally and to have goal success. So in the desires, it is kind of your desires to be of your higher self, to continue harvesting success, to continue having goal achievement. You do want goal achievement and goal attainment, but it is prosperity. It is living in your success. It is being okay with yourself having these things alone. It doesn't have to be alone, but for some of you it will be. Here's the thing, whoever this is, this is going for you. And I want you to be very, very careful with this, because I don't really get this card as, this isn't really such a good thing to get for something that is helping you. I would indicate this, even the advice in the card says, if this is something you're doing, the advice is to rethink your strategy, because this is only going to kind of fucking hurt people. The Seven of Swords represents a person who is sneaking, cheating, going around, and taking things. It represents somebody that is making off very stealthily. It is somebody that might not tell you the full picture, the full view on things. It's somebody that you wouldn't know the full truth on, and it's something that you might feel like this person might be sneaky, or you might be being sneaky. So if it's you, be cautious that I don't condone this shit and cut it out. Other than that, if it's not you, just be cautious of this. It is coming out with a Queen of Coins. Pentacles, Queen, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, as long as she is loyal. She's loyal, but that doesn't make sense here. But she's loyal, she's stable, she's practical. She would understand how to make a large meal for a whole village out of like 5 potatoes. She's very, very good at harvesting the success and goal attainment. She understands how to have nice things. She likes nice things for her and her friends. She's very loyal, steadfast, and practical. She would understand that her timeline for success is only relevant to her, nobody else's. She is very good at harvesting money. She'd be good with money and leadership. And so she'd be good at a job as well, but more so like kind of like at home life, accountant kind of thing. Coming up together as to why they came out, I asked, why this came out. So it came out for a literal person. So it's saying that, honestly, like, okay. For some of you, this is not like the best reading, and I did actually have to Google what these two things meant coming up together. And in some instances, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles coming up together can mean borrowing money. And that might be going for you, and for some of you that might resonate, because I just heard a chirp from one of my spirit messages saying that's probably accurate for one of you. You might be borrowing money, but be careful of how you do it, because I do see that. I could see being sneaky with somebody else's money, but that's not going for you. Borrowing money would, but I don't really want to read it like that. I really feel like this is... Can I have one more card as to what this situation is with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, where I would understand fully what it meant? Okay. It is not speaking your full truth about a situation because of fears. It is kind of having fears, anxieties that are setting you back, so you aren't fully saying the full truth to somebody that could be a Queen sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be like that. But it could also be the roles are reversed. But I feel like you are holding back, I don't want to say your true feelings, but I feel like you are holding back at least in some sort, or you are, it's not that you aren't making your motives known. I don't know. For some of you, you might not be making your motives known. For some of you might wish to do this in a way that the other person doesn't notice, in which it is being sneaky. And if you're doing that, really cut the shit. Like, that's not how, behave. You're not a fucking child, behave. And I'm only gonna scold you once because I don't know who you are yet. And I feel like, if that is you, because for some of you it's going to be you, don't, just cut the shit. Like, I'm gonna lose followers for this. Don't do things you didn't want other people to do to you. So if this is something that you have to do to somebody else and be like, if this person did this to me, would it hurt? And the answer is yes. Don't do that thing. Don't do that thing. There is a situation here in which there is not a lot of patience either. This is going against you. So this is kind of a spread. You've got a lot of shit going on, whoever this is. There's healing that needs to happen, or there's some sort of regulation that needs to happen, because this is so across the board. But temperance going against you means that you aren't allowing things to ebb and flow. You aren't taking things with alchemy. You're not doing things with grace. You don't have patience. You are pushing things, and you are doing things behind people's back, maybe. You have to be very careful about what this is and where this goes, because the direction it goes isn't bad. It is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio sign of a knight. And the Knight of Cups is the quintessential quester. He's a hopeless romantic, and he goes out fostering emotion. He wants to give his emotions to other people. He wishes to make other people happy, but it is his holy grail. It is something that when he finds his holy grail, whatever that is, he like goes after it like a fucking dog with a bone. Like, he goes after whatever his goal success is to him, and that is what makes him the quester. He is somebody that is a hopeless romantic. I'm going to ask for one card to sum up this whole thing, and then I will reveal who it is, because I kind of want just a card to clarify everything here, what this is, what the advice is that I can give with the book to Eight of Pentacles. This is a situation in which you need to work on honing your skills. It does represent going back to school and going... Some of you might be insulted by this, but it's kind of about learning new methods to deal with things. It's also about learning new skills for a trade, for any sort of job. So it's learning, it's not just that, but it's learning like life skills. Like, if you have a certain disorder that CBT therapy might help, it is going back and learning those skills to make things better. For some of you, it could be that. But for this is a really over the place spread. There's a lot going on for you. Whoever this is, there's a lot going on here. This is a lot to unpack. The Eight of Pentacles represent, as a total, that this is a situation that you are working on. This is something that will be worked on, that you are working on very diligently. If it is you that is the one that is being sneaky, be careful of how your actions are, because you do not want people to treat you the way that you treat them if you are treating them negatively, right? So don't do that to them. Just be very careful about how your reactions are, what your reactions are, making sure that everything is out in the open. It could be, for some of you, it might be holding things back because you're afraid of what that person might think. I want to tell you to be open, because I see you making communication. There might be some sort of patience that you, this is a little bit quick, even though the Knight of Cups is a little bit slow. This is, the Temperance card kind of gives me the feeling that something might have been pushed, that there's some sort of patience that needed to happen that didn't happen, and now you're diving in, but I don't feel that for all of you. I just feel for some of you, you might be lacking patience in this month of February. But the overall message here is be careful with how you treat people. Continue to work on this in a positive way to hone in your skills to work through this, whatever this is, to have patience, and to continue to quest after this holy grail of yours, whatever this is, because it will bring you emotion. Just be careful of how you treat people, Leo. I kind of expected this because I know that Leos have been having a rough fucking time. It's been everywhere. Just be careful about your emotions, how you treat other people. I know that you are going through some messy shit right now, so just take this time to heal. A lot of you are going through heartbreak, as some of you have already known. A lot of you are going through some hard times. If you've been following me at all, that makes sense now. A lot of that makes sense, to be sneaky, to be going behind somebody's back. That is not something you want to get the fuck out of here. Do things onto people that you would want done onto you. And that's all I have to say about that situation. Leo, until then, peace out, my moon tribe.